My mom was my main inspiration on wanting to become a flight attendant, and I just watched all of her adventures, and she always told me stories about her passengers and the places that she got to visit. It seemed like it would be the right job for me.
I had no idea that this was an opportunity for me because I've raised kids and I thought I was too old, and that is not the case. You can be any age and do this job.
I was a single mother for 15 years, worked in corporate America 50, 60 hours a week in an office job. I always told my kids, when you go to college, I am going to resign my position and become a flight attendant. And that's exactly what I did.
Down the stairs, run, hurry, move. Come this way, leave alone. Down the stairs, run, hurry.
Training was pretty intense. You're learning so much at a very, very fast pace.
Stand back. Come this way, leave alone.
And it's drilled into your head. When I say drilled, you're yelling these commands in your sleep.
You, help the people at the bottom. You, lead them away.
I was a little scared, but the instructors were tremendous.
Captain, are you out? Stable out.
PSA has paid training for our flight attendants. They become employees the first day they set foot on property. Additionally, they are provided with room and board, a very nice hotel room, and a per diem allowance that helps them defer their expenses while they're away from home for that 4-week training program.
Once you're able to get through training, you realize things start to make sense, things start to click, and it becomes a lot easier.
Coming into the PSA training, from the day I entered to the day I graduated, I was very equipped with the knowledge that I needed to do the job correctly and feel comfortable.
Once you make it out of training, you'll be a new hire on reserve. And so it's not as flexible at first. Once you build up the seniority, then it becomes flexible.
Buckle and adjust the strap so it fits low and tight.
There are some challenges on being reserve. You don't always know where you're going. You don't even always know if you're going. And a lot of times you are, in the airport waiting for scheduling to call.
You have to get used to doing a morning trip one day, and then the next day you don't have to report until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So you have to change your sleep patterns.
With all the other jobs out there, it's usually, so many days a week, the same routine every single day. But as a flight attendant, it's completely different.
I've always been the person that could go to bed at 4 a.m. Now I have to wake up at 4 a.m. So being able to, wake up early, still have the same amount of energy that you do in the afternoon can be quite a challenge.
Once you can hold a hard line, which might take not quite a year, depending on how many new hires that we have, you'll be able to trip trade and be a lot more flexible.
The more senior you are, the better schedules you get. You can move your schedules around to be off on the weekends, so you can be with your family and friends.
You get to pick and choose the destinations you want to go to.
I love the camaraderie with the flight crew. You will start a trip, say a 4-day trip, you start on Monday. You may never have worked with that crew before, and by Thursday, you're best friends.
I have been here for 7 years, and I still feel like I'm brand new every time I sit in my jump seat.
This is not just a job. This is a lifestyle. It's a privilege. A lot of people dream of being a flight attendant, and to work for such a great airline is a great responsibility.
PSA is looking for individuals who are energetic, poised, polished, professional customer service individuals. We'd love to have you join PSA.